Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Blair and today's video is the second video in my sip and makeup series. We're just going to be sitting here and putting on some makeup together, and I'm going to be drinking some coffee. So I hope you guys will get something to drink or eat and sit down and get ready with me. If you enjoy the video, please give it a thumbs up. And let's go ahead and get started. Let's go ahead and start. So I'm first going to use my corrector. I'm still using this Sephora collection Bright Future corrector. I just can't get enough of this stuff. I love it. You can see I'm using the tiniest bit because that is truly all you need. Perfect. And I'm trying to decide what I want to use for concealer. You know I want to use my Nars concealer, but I feel like I should use something else. I'm actually in the mood to use Shape Tape. I don't know why. I haven't been using Shape Tape at all really, but I still have it. Shape Tape used to be my favorite concealer ever, and then that was back when I wanted a lot of coverage, and I don't know, back kind of when Shape Tape was like the cool thing that everybody on YouTube was using. I loved it back then, and I still like it, but it's definitely not my go-to concealer anymore. This is the shade Light Neutral. And then I'm also gonna take my Nars, my Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer, and I have a few little blemishes, and this particular color, Madeleine, matches my skin tone really well right now. I'm also going to put a little bit of this on my cheek area. Get a sip. So this is my second video in my sip and makeup series. If you missed my first one, I will link it in the cards for you, but basically I'm starting this series where I just sit down and put on some makeup and drink coffee. And you guys can do it with me. I just love to film these kind of relaxed style videos. They're just really fun to film. Truly, if I filmed whatever I wanted every single day, I would most of the time film just to get ready with me because they're just my favorite. I love them. I think they're so much fun, and I don't know why. They're like my favorite video to watch on YouTube too. I know they don't get very many views typically, or a lot of people on YouTube say they don't do these kinds of videos anymore because no one watches them, but I do. I watch these anytime one of my favorite YouTubers uploads a get ready with me. I always watch it. I just think it's fun to watch people apply makeup and just use the products that they're loving. I just really love that. So there is the concealer. Actually, that concealer looks pretty nice. Again, this is the shade Light Neutral, and I do like this. It's been such a long time since I used Shape Tape. I'm going to just take my Smashbox brush and kind of blend in that concealer a little bit more. For foundation, I wanted to use this. I don't think I've ever used this in a video, but this is really nice. It's the YSL Touche Eclat All-in-One Glow Foundation. This is the shade B30. The color is called Almond, and I really like this. It kind of reminds me of the IT Cosmetics CC Cream, but a little less coverage. So I'm going to take one pump directly on my Smashbox blurring foundation brush and dot this all over my face and bring it down my neck too. I really like this foundation actually. The one thing about it that I definitely don't love is the smell. Not because it's a bad smell, but it's a pretty strong smelling foundation. So as soon as you pump it out, you can definitely smell it. It's a floral scent. And it's not like it smells bad, but I just don't like it when I can smell a strong fragrance in my foundations. So that is one thing I'll say I'm not crazy about, but I like the way it looks. It doesn't take a lot either. Like that was probably actually a little bit less than a pump, and that was all that I need. I don't need any more. But it gives you a really pretty glow. I'm going to apply a little bit of powder. I'm going to use the MAC Mineralize Skin Finish Natural in the shade Light Plus. This is just a really nice setting powder with a tiny bit of radiance to it. It's not like a highlighty kind of powder, but it's not a flat, like matte looking powder. It's really nice. For bronzer today, I want to use the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush bronzer in the shade Medium. Still really liking this bronzer. So one of the things I wanted to kind of talk about in this video is, you may have noticed in the past few weeks, I haven't been posting videos really reviewing new products. And if you have been here for a while, when I first started my channel, I did review a good bit of stuff, particularly foundation and concealer. And the reason that has kind of stopped is because I've got a lot of things going on in my life right now, one of which being we are going to be moving in the next few months and buying a new house. And if you have moved or bought a home before, then you know all of the expenses that come with doing that. And so that is kind of why the new product reviews have been put on hold on my channel, because I'm just truthfully trying to be more conscious of what I'm buying, especially right now, just because things always come up when you move and there's just always things that you have to pay for. And so I'm trying really hard to hold off on buying a bunch of new stuff, which is really hard for me. I'm not somebody that is really great at budgeting. I am definitely a shopper. My husband is definitely a lot better at that kind of thing than I am. I'm definitely someone that I like to shop. I mean, I do. But I've been doing really good and not buying things. Like the last two Colourpop collections that have come out like in the past month, the Wild Nothing collection and the most recent one, the Garden Party one, I think is what it's called. I wanted those collections so bad. But I was really proud of myself. I didn't buy them because there will be more collections at a better time for me to buy, and you know, I did really want them though. But I did kind of want to address that because I know if you've been here for a while, I definitely don't do as many reviews here on my channel as I did in the beginning, and that's kind of the reason why. I'm just trying to be more conscious of what I'm spending on, so I did want to let you guys know. For blush, I'm going to use my Hourglass Ambient Lighting Blush in the shade Luminous Flush. So yeah, I just wanted to mention that about my channel, just so you guys know if you see a shift in my videos and me doing more Get Ready With Me or, you know, my If I Could Only Choose 5 series. That's why I'm trying to just use the makeup that I already have and save some money for moving. Also, something else I did kind of want to touch on in this video that kind of goes along with me trying to save some money is I want my YouTube channel to remain relatable. And what I mean by that is sometimes YouTubers that, you know, have these huge hauls and these huge makeup collections and, you know, they're buying everything new constantly or they're getting it in PR, and those things are amazing. So I'm not saying that they're not. It's just if you are a smaller, very, very small YouTube channel like me and you have to buy all of these things, it gets expensive. So I want my videos to always be relatable, and not that I don't love to buy new makeup and, you know, go crazy at Sephora and Ulta sometimes, because I do. I love that kind of stuff. But I also want to acknowledge the fact that I know that makeup is expensive and not everyone can afford to just buy high-end makeup all the time, and let alone, you know, buy it to review every week. And I understand that. And I'm in the same boat. I cannot do that kind of stuff either. And, you know, that's just life. And most people, you know, they can't just go out and buy tons of makeup all the time, high-end makeup. It's just not something that most of us have the budget for. And so I also want to make sure that I'm always conscious of that in my videos, because trust me, I do know that makeup is expensive. High-end makeup from Sephora is expensive, and I'm aware of that, and that I'm a real person just like you guys, and there are times when I have to really think about what I'm spending. I just want to be relatable is all I'm trying to say. I'm kind of rambling, I guess, but I want you guys to know that I'm, you know, a regular person just like you are, and, you know, I can't be spending $100 every week on new makeup all the time. Of course, I will review new products, and I love to do that kind of stuff, but I also will be doing a decent amount of Get Ready With Me's and, you know, full face of nothing new, and just starting like fun little series here on my channel, like my If I Could Only Choose 5 series. I thought that would be a really fun way for me to go through all of my makeup and, you know, make sure I'm using all of those things, and a fun way for me to really figure out the things that I really, really love, if that makes sense. So I hope what I'm saying is making sense. And I'm not saying that I don't watch YouTubers that, you know, get all this PR and do these huge Sephora hauls all the time, because I do. I love to watch that kind of stuff, but for myself and the kind of videos that I want to make them relatable too. I don't ever want to become someone that people feel like, you know, they can't relate to anymore. So that's kind of my goal for this channel. Just taking a little bit of my favorite brow gel from Believe Beauty, of course. Now I'm just taking a little bit of my Nars smudge proof eyeshadow base. Moving on to the eyes. Today I was really in the mood to use my Colourpop Going Coconuts palette. I haven't used this in a little while and I don't know why, I was just in the mood to use this today. First, I'm going to go into the shade Shredded and just apply this all over my eye. Then I'm going to take these shades Coolada and Lovely Bunch. I'm going to mix a little bit of both of those shades. And we're just going to put this in the crease. One other thing I did want to talk about in this video is, like I said, we will be moving to a new house in the next few months, which means saying goodbye to my office and this beauty room, which I'm really excited about because I love the new house. But it's also a little bit sad for me just because this room is where I started my YouTube channel and I'm very sentimental about it. So what I was thinking is that in our new house, when I kind of recreate my office there, that I might film it for you guys and kind of show you the transformation and talk about, you know, setting the room up and the decor that I use and, you know, my kind of my YouTube setup, I guess, and kind of sharing what that looks like with you guys. So let me know in the comments if that is something you would be interested in seeing. I know a lot of people do videos like that when they like redo a room or like a beauty room tour or something like that. So if that's something you would like to see, let me know in the comments. I might even film a beauty room tour of this room before we move. I don't know. I might just wait and do my new one once we do move. But if that's something you would be interested in, let me know in the comments. Now I'm going to mix these shades Shell Yeah and Nutty. So kind of the red brown and then the chocolate kind of cool tone brown. And I'm just using a little BH Cosmetics brush and I'm going to apply a little bit of this in my outer corner. Once I have that color laid down, I'm going to take a little bit of Coolada, which is the more kind of a cool toned brown, and that same Morphe M504, and just lightly kind of blend everything out. And then I think I'm just going to take, this is one of my favorite eyeshadows, probably in my entire collection. I just love it so much. The one in the middle, Cocoa Crush. Oh my gosh. This shade, and I mean, truly, you can barely touch this shade and you get so much. I mean, look at that. Oh, it is so pretty. I love it so much. And then for the lower lash line, I'm going to mix Coolada and Lovely Bunch again. And just very lightly apply this on my bottom lash line. Now I am going to take a little bit of my Charlotte Tilbury Rockin' Kohl liquid eye pencil in Barbarella Brown and apply just a little bit of this on my waterline. I don't always do this step, but when I go a while and don't do it, I forget what a difference it makes. It just really helps make your lashes look fuller when you go in with your mascara. Then I'm gonna curl my lashes with my Surratt lash curler. And for mascara, I'm going to go in with my longtime favorite, Benefit Roller Lash. Oh, this mascara. I know I sound like a broken record on this too. Every time I don't use this mascara for a while and then I go back to using it, I think, why do I ever stop using this? It's so good. I love it. So I'm trying to decide which, if I could only choose 5 video I should film next. So I've done bronzer, blush, and mascara. I really want to do foundation. I haven't done that one yet because I know that one's going to be really hard for me to pick. It's going to be really, really difficult for me to only choose 5 foundations. So that's why I haven't filmed that one yet. It's because I've started kind of planning for it, but every time I think I have my list right, I convince myself that I don't. So eventually I will film if I could only choose 5 foundations. For the lips, I'm going to use my Milani Color Statement lip pencil in the shade All Natural. And then I'm going to take a little bit of the NYX Filler Instinct Plumping Lip Color in Beach Casual. And then just a little bit of Persona Lip Gloss in the shade Honey. And then I am going to spray my face with my Colourpop Pretty Fresh spray. I hope you guys enjoyed the second video in my sip and makeup series and just had fun sitting down and chatting with me today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Remember, simply be you. Bye.